Bam. Come on. Oh, smallest one I've caught this morning. Well, he's not small as I think he is, I don't think. I thought he looked like he was 9. He's probably 10. Let's see if I can get him off. I'm gonna tell you what, these little hooks, you get it in them, they hold. Yeah, he's about 9 and 7/8. Fat though, ain't they? All right, guys, this is the remelt from the Wally color. Wally color is a chartreuse back, a light chartreuse, not real dark. Okay, it's got a few chartreuse flake in it. That's it. And the belly is a pearl with a few silver flake. So I melted it together just to see what I'd come up with, and there it is. Y'all have heard me say this many a times. I take the stems from the dual colors and I melt them down and fish with them. And if I catch fish with them, they go into the giveaway box. So when you win a pour to catch, you win that color today. All right? So this week it's Virginia shad. So you'll win some Virginia shad, LC shad, and then in that it's going to be some of the giveaway remelt colors, okay? Bam. I like this old remelt color. Bam. He came off. H. Then he stuck me with his back dorsal fin. There you go. He's about the same size. He's right at 10 inches. Bam. Trying to keep my hands away from the camera, guys. I like to have my low spot so y'all can see better. There he comes. Come on in here, buddy. Pick him up. Oh, he's a fat one too. What a healthy population of crappie here this year. Not a monster, but a nice fat one. Isn't he? Look how thick he is. He's about 10 and he's probably 10 3/8. Alright guys, that's on that remelt Wally. If it's Wally remelt, if it's gonna give it a name, what name would I give it? Y'all tell me in the comments. Wally, it's named after Wally Coyote of Coyote Fishing, guys. Alright. And I made this color last year, and some of y'all have gotten test colors in your package. I'll write test color on it and send it. I sent it to him, test color. It wasn't a couple of weeks. He said, "You got any more of those?" So I made him some more and sent to him. And he said they work good. So I went on and put it on the site. And the color's called Wally. It's chartreuse back, pearl belly. Bam. Come on, big boy. He came top and jumped like a bass, didn't he? Get that thing out of your mouth. I'll get it out for you. You wasn't gonna throw that one. Not hooked right there, is he? It's probably the smallest one I've caught today. He's about 9.5. That's one thing I like about the fall, guys. You usually catch nicer fish. Now, in the Tweety Bird, Stinger Junior, and this is the Tadpole Junior, okay? My line's wrapped up. The best fit for it is a size 6. That's a size 6. I'm throwing a 1/32. Yeah, this jig head's been thrown a lot. Y'all going like, yeah, Dennis, we've seen that jig head. Yeah, you have. I've been throwing it for what? Probably 2 or 3 weeks. It's held on there for me. I haven't lost it. I've lost some jigs, but I haven't lost this one. They're not in that deep of water. I know it says 11 foot there. Let me get her set. See, it's falling off right here. Let me make it deeper and you'll see what I'm saying. See, it's falling off right here. See how it's going up? See, they're on a hump. They're only in 8 foot. It's only 8 foot there. They're only in 6 foot of water, probably, top of the crappie. All right? So, they're on a little hump with a stump on it. Hump and a stump. Hey, I ought to make a song about that. All right, guys. I need to check my battery, too. I hadn't checked my battery in this camera. Oh, yeah. Now, this is a group of fish. Again, in the fall, they move a lot. I've never caught fish off this spot. I'm running around here. This ought to be a whole nother video by itself. I'm running around here right now. I'm out here on the edge of the channel. You see how far from the bank? And I'm looking for stumps. That's what I'm doing. Now, I know a lot of guys don't look for stumps to catch crappie on. They want brush piles and they want stuff like that. Well, I've learned crappie love stumps. And they like them on the edge of a drop. See here? See, if I turn the scope, you can see how it's dropping and get a little deeper. See, it's dropping. You can see the fish right there. There's the stump. You see the couple fish on it. That's where that one came from. And I'm just running around looking. I had it on about 60 feet and just looking. And I seen that stump and I came in and checked it out. Bam. You know the rest of the story. Alright guys, I don't know if y'all can see my bait here or not. I got the sensitivity turned up quite a bit so I can see my bait at that distance. See the fish moving there now? They see it. They checking it out. When I'm hit it. Bam. Alright. There he comes. I have a lot of people ask me about the live scope. Just talked about that with somebody last few days ago. Lots of people I run into local ask me about it. Some of the older folks. I went to a barbecue yesterday. These little fish. Alright guys, the last one I'm going to put on this one. I went to a barbecue yesterday, a pig cook, and it was only like 4 houses down from me. It's in the subdivision I live in, and they invited most of the local people in the subdivision. There was about 30 people there that knew a fellow that lived at his house. At this house, a neighbor had done it for him, and he was 82 years old. He passed away back in March, and he done it just cause for him, you know, to gather people up. So we all, and the sons were there. They were from out of state, so they were there, and which I never met. It was really nice. But when I go to something like that, a lot of people know I fish a lot. Some of them watch my channel. They'll ask me questions about fishing, where they're at, what's the best thing to do, what's the best color bait. And I always have the same answer. The best color bait is the one you're catching fish on. That's the best color. And I'm not trying to be smart. I know somebody's going like, wow, that's a smart note. Today it's cloudy. When it's cloudy, something with chartreuse in it, you're not going to beat. This little sunshine minute, I can throw it in there next and catch fish on it. You're not going to beat something with chartreuse on it, okay? And you can go to a darker color. So you got to try to learn that to your lake. It might differ on your lake some. You got to learn to the watercolor, to the sky color, how much light you have, what time of day it is. Sometimes that color can change. I've been on a hot color and switch. Now, like today, I told you I was making 2 videos at one time. I've been throwing 2 different colors. And I would throw at the group and catch 4 or 5 out and they'd quit. Then I'd switch to this color and catch 2 or 3. So don't be afraid to do that either. Don't leave a bunch of crappie that you caught 4 or 5 there and there's 25 or 30 there, or you think it's more there. Well, they quit. Switch a color before you leave, okay? Hope that helps you. Try to throw something in there. But yeah, I get asked that a lot. And I get asked too, what's so great about LiveScope? Well, LiveScope does not catch fish for you. LiveScope, I know a guy that bought a LiveScope, and we've had this discussion. I don't think he thinks he's catching any more fish now than he did before he bought the LiveScope. First of all, you got to learn to use it. That takes a while. You got to learn to be able to point it out there and be able to cast the words where you're looking to, all right? If you can't cast straight and cast to it, because it reads in a V. At that distance right now, it's probably only reading about 3 to 5 foot. So you got to be able to cast straight, all right? So there's more to it. There is a learning curve to it also, guys. It takes a while to get used to it. I've fished all my life, and I've worked with electronics equipment. I'm not no electronics guru at all. Not at all. I got a local friend that when I need an answer, I call him and talk to him about it. But that's what you got to do. Find somebody that you know that knows a little bit about it and ask them some questions about it. But you got to learn to use it, guys. And then when you find the fish, you got to figure out how to catch them. I have found schools of fish in the last week or so. I never caught one there. It'd be 30 or 40 crappie. I never caught one of them. They would not pay attention to nothing. When the bait got down in them, they would move. It looked like Moses parting the water. They would move from the bait. I had a couple, Friday, I fished Friday. Yeah, Friday. Sunday afternoon. I didn't fish yesterday, guys. I had so much going on. I seen fish, when the bait got close to them, they turned and went the other way like, no, 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 no. You ain't giving that to me. I don't want that. You're not going to catch them all. I don't care what you're using and what you're doing. And LiveScope is not going to catch them for you. It's another tool to find fish. I think it's a better tool to find fish because I can sit right here like this and I can look around. You can do that with side scan now. Side scan is just as good, except for it's live time. You know, I can sit here and spin it around in one spot and I don't have to move the boat. That's what I like about LiveScope. And so I come right back here and find that fish right. See, you can see it's not many there. There's the stump. See the stump right there. See there's a couple there, there's a couple behind it. All right? But that's what I was doing. I had my LiveScope like this, reading that through here, and I just letting the trolling motor run. Sometimes I'll put the remote in my hand, and I'll just run up the bank looking for stumps like that. So I do that a lot, guys. You're surprised how many crappie I find on stumps on this lake. Appreciate y'all guys. There you go. I threw that in. That made the video a little longer. I told somebody the other day my videos are too long because when I go to the analysis back in in the studio, it says the average watch time is 10 minutes. Most of y'all only watch 8 to 10 minutes of the video. I don't care if it's 12, 15 minutes long, you only watch 8 minutes. If it's 30 minutes long, you only watch 8 minutes. There's only like 25% of the people that watch all the way through. And I appreciate y'all guys. And it also tells me how many people that are subscribed that watch. Ready? Only about 18 to 25% of the views are from folks that are subscribed. So in the area of 70%, let's say, we'll just use that figure, of the views I get, y'all not even subscribers. It's just people that click on it and that they put up on their front page. YouTube tells us who they come from too, and the age group, the average age group. And most people watch my videos are 40 and above. And it tells you all that kind of stuff, guys. So I have more people watching my channel than not even subscribers. That's why on the Porter Catches, I have 2,000 and almost 2,200 subscribers, guys. You think I have 1,000 guesses on Porter Catch on Sundays, right? That's right. I think I had 60, 40, 50 some last week. So, yeah, that's why. Because a lot of people are watching are not subscribers. Appreciate y'all, guys. Just threw that in. That was free, too. Woo! I have fun with y'all, don't I? Appreciate y'all. Hey, we'll see you next time.